Thank you for watching us here at Tax Talk UK, where we talk about all things tax and help you to navigate the tax system as it applies to you. Today, as part of our bite-sized demonstration series showing you how to complete your self-assessment tax return online, I'm going to show you how to complete the Tell Us About You section. Before I do, if I could please ask, if you're new here, please do take a moment to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you'll easily be able to refer back to this video if you should need to, as well as being able to find other information available on a whole host of topics, all aimed at helping you to navigate the tax system. If you navigate to our playlist section of our YouTube channel and look for the self-assessment tax return guidance, you'll find other demonstration videos that we have available in this series. So back then to the Tell Us About You. So as you know, if you complete your self-assessment tax return online, this is the simplest way to do it, because what will happen is you will be able to tailor your return and tell HMRC which sources of income and which things are applicable to you, and you will only be presented with the things that are applicable to you, therefore making it much easier to navigate. So once you come to complete your self-assessment tax return online, the first form that you'll be presented with is the Tell Us About You form. So this is the page that you'll be presented with. Apologies that it's a little bit blurry. This is just basic information about you. As you can see, there's an asterisk that says optional, indicates that completion is voluntary, and that means that you're not mandated to complete that box. Now, what you will find is on all of the sections, on all the pages, regardless of what section it is, when you're completing your online tax return, is if the information is mandatory to complete and you don't enter the information, then when you try to move on to the next page, you will receive an error message to let you know which information is compulsory. So it's just basic information about you, your first name, middle name if you have one, and your last name. You should be putting your full names per your documentation, per your birth certificate, per your driving license, per your passport, whatever's on there, your official name, no nicknames, no shortening of names. You should find then that your UTR is pre-populated on your return, and you will actually find that some of these boxes will be pre-populated. So for example, when you land onto this page, you may find that in the first name it just has your initial, and you should change that to your full name. So if the information is pre-populated, you should still be checking it and amending it if there's anything not correct about it. And your national insurance number, again, this is optional but should be pre-populated. And then a telephone number, and this is for HMRC to contact you if they have any questions. It's not mandatory to provide a phone number, but of course, if they have any queries, then it's quicker for them to contact you if they have a phone number. Email address, again, this is optional, but by putting an email address in, you will then receive, once your return's submitted, you will receive an email notification of your submission receipt. So that can be handy to do just for your peace of mind that you know that all has submitted. And then your address will be pre-populated with the records that HMRC hold. If they are not correct, then you should indicate on the question that says, is the address shown above correct? If you put no, then you will be presented with the option to put your current address and the date of change. And you should also do this if there's any typos or any errors in the address presented. So then you need to select your residency status, and this will be pre-populated per HMRC records. And then we come to your date of birth. Your marital status comes next, and this is optional to be able to give this information. So you can leave that blank if you don't want to disclose that information. And then just some more basic information about you, to know if you or your spouse or civil partner are registered blind on a local authority or other register. And then a couple of questions about student loans. So this is asking if you have received a notice that you need to be making student loan repayments. So this is actually, are you at the time period that you need to pay them as opposed to over the threshold? So what will happen is you should know from your student loan account, and you should have received correspondence. So you should know the point that you need to pay. Quite often it will start from the April, repayments will start from the April following after you leave your course, but again there are some deviations to that, so you should check your account. If you do have a student loan, you are at the time point that you need to make them make repayments, but you haven't reached the threshold, then you should still be saying yes here, because the questions are actually asking you if you need to be making repayments, not if you have reached the threshold. And then what will happen is further on in your return, you'll be presented with the to be able to give the information about your student loan. And if you don't meet the threshold, then no liability will be calculated. That will be done as part of the calculation. So here it's actually asking you whether you need to be, whether that calculation needs to happen, I guess, is a way to think of it. So all very basic information to fill on this tell us about you section. And it's all personal information, so this is all information that you likely will have to hand or very easily accessible, and this will be the first page that you'll be presented with. So hopefully this helps you to understand the information that you should be putting in the tell us about you section. As I say, it is basic information, but with a lot of things, we can sometimes, when we're filling in a form, tend to overthink things. And so just to clarify the information that you need to put on this section. Thank you very much for watching. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel. Goodbye.